Welcome, welcome, welcome to Watches Unboxed. Now we have a state of the collection from Ryan. Enjoy!
Hi guys, this is a state of the collection video, and you can see the boxes that we're going to be going through here, from Omega and Tudor to some of the cheaper options like Pagani and the Sega that you see in front. So it's kind of a bit of a slideshow that we'll go through, just showing off the pieces in my collection so far from a chronological order. So first up is the Seconda, this 3850 BKT. This is the oldest watch in my collection. I think this one was from around 2011 when this was gifted to me, and it's been beaten up quite heavily, but it stays in the collection. It was a nice gift back then, so it's one that I keep hold of. Next up is a Casio, the Casio Edifice EFR 534RB. This is the Red Bull Racing Formula 1 edition. This also was a gift, I think 2015. And yeah, my grandmother gave me this, not realizing that McLaren was my Formula 1 team, but I love it anyway. It was a nice gift from her. Next up is the Dan Henry, the 1962. This is a Mecha Quartz movement. This is from 2020. I bought this one. I think I bought this one in February 2020. This was one of my first watches after I started to start to get back into the watch scene and start to enjoy watches again after quite a while. And so here's a wrist shot of that one as well. It's quite small. I think it fits my 7.5-inch wrist quite small. Here's the Mido Ocean Star. This one also is from February 2020, and this was my first automatic watch. So you can see there as we zoom in. This is a third-party strap that I've put on this. This came on the bracelet, which is really nice. It has a really great micro adjustment. I think it's a 5 or 6 step micro adjustment. And next up is the Sega. This is the Z series. It's a steel watch. It's fully skeletonized. It's an automatic movement, as you can see in there. Really cool looking, especially on shots like this. But yeah, it's not overly practical. It's hard to read when you're out in the sunlight. Next up is the G-Shock. This one is from April 2020. I liked the blue of this one, and as you'll see in the next watch, which is pretty much exactly the same, I liked it so much that I bought a second one. The second one was from exactly a month afterwards, but obviously I got this one in the yellow, but it is the exact same watch, the exact same model, just a slightly different color. Next up then is another automatic watch coming up, which is the Panzera. So you can see there, the Panzera, it's the Raptor Mark 1. It's using a Miyata automatic movement in there. I think it's got something in the region of 30 to 50 hours of power reserve, if I remember correctly. It's nice and comfortable. The strap that it comes on, the rubber strap, is not the best. It kind of catches on your arm hairs a little bit. I'd prefer it on a bracelet, to be honest. Next up, the Apple Watch. This is the Series 6. This gets worn very little these days. It's mostly used just for exercise now that I've got some nicer watches to put on instead. And you'll see the nicer one coming up next is the Tudor Black Bay GMT. This was my first sort of proper luxury piece. I got this in December 2020. Absolutely love this piece. It is beautiful. It's one of my daily wearers. The rest of them don't get worn quite as much as this one. Following that is the Pagani design, the Rolex Submariner clone, which is kind of funny that they call it the Explorer here. But yeah, the Submariner clone. It's a comfortable watch to wear on the bracelet. I've put it on a Bark & Jack NATO here, and it's even more comfortable as it is like this. It's okay. I don't wear that one quite so much. And next up, Spinnaker. This is the hydrofoil. I'd love to put this one on a couple of extra sort of different straps, but it's got an integrated bracelet. It's hard to find a strap that will fit that kind of mechanism. But I do like this watch quite a lot. And next up is the most recent and the final purchase, which is the Omega Aquaterra. This is a beautiful watch. It's using that caliber 8900 movement. It's one of my favorites. This, along with the Tudor, are the two that get worn pretty much 99% of the time, and on the odd occasion, I'd put one of the other ones on. And that's it. That's my collection. Thank you for watching.